out, I love to smudge my hands. And I think it's because I work with my hands so much that I like to ensure that they are clean and clear of any kind of negative energy or stagnant energy, anything to that effect. So today I am using the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. I really like these cards. They're really pretty, I don't want to say intense, but it's like a happy intense, a good intense. I feel like they help to really open up into a different level of discernment. So I enjoy reading these. These are the Sacred Earth Oracle by Tony Carmine, and then a couple other people. But we're just going to get Tony the heads up on that. Toni Carmine. Tony Carmine Salerno. That's what her name is. Oh, well, thank you, April. Me and the curling iron kind of had a fight, but that's okay. We didn't really have a fight. No, I was like, the big one didn't do what I wanted it to do, so I pulled out the littler one, and yeah. And I'm like, hey, this might be as, like when your hair has to kind of, grow out, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of going through a change, but, and that's okay. Because I'm kind of wondering about what I really want to do to it. Okay, there's a couple. Okay, actually, let's see if anything else spews out. Hello, Saeed. How are you? Okay, looks like nothing else is going to spew out. Don't go away. Look at the door, hey. Talks about tranquility on my door and the importance of tranquility. In fact, it says the peace that comes when energies are in harmony and relationships are in balance. Leading it up to that is what we would call tranquility. And do you have tranquility? I love tranquility. And, sometimes we have to be by ourselves to experience tranquility, and that's okay. Don't hold yourself, don't beat yourself down if you have to disconnect in order to find that tranquility. One of those beautiful things, I love TikTok. I will not lie. I was so resistant to TikTok because all I could think of was CCP and teenagers dancing, and those are two things that get on my nerves. But no, not really. I like watching teens have fun. Anyway, what I'm leading up to is that they put all of these videos up about toxic. My toxic traits. I do this when I'm toxic. People are toxic, and I'm like, first and foremost, it takes two to make toxic. It takes two to make toxic. Okay. So if somebody else is toxic, what are you doing to trigger toxicity? Sometimes you're not doing anything at all. But if it's a continued issue, then you're codependent on that toxicity. But that's a totally different conversation. But one of the things that I read, and I keep seeing, is that people will talk about a toxic trait where they kind of disconnect from everybody and go into their shell and work through their issue. How the hell is that toxic? To me, that's pretty ding-dang mature. When you disconnect your negativity, your personal negativity, you disconnect from that in order to heal yourself before you reconnect with other people. I don't think that's toxic. I think that's appropriate. Personally, I believe that it's important that we work through our issues, and sometimes we don't need to drag other people or their energy into our issues in order for us to work on them. And a lot of times the toxicity in people is involving everybody in their minutia. That's toxic. So without further ado, let's take a look at the reading today. This is that energy coming in for the week, and I see the first and foremost We are not paying attention. We are not listening. We are not paying attention. I'm getting a message of being out there in La La Land. How about having your AirPods or whatever those little earpiece things are called in your ear and being totally disconnected from, and I'm going to use the word noise with a ton of love, with the noise going on around us. We are like, la 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 la. We don't want to hear it. We are blocking anything that we have to listen to. So we're not paying attention. We're not listening. We're doing the bobbleheading and the yeah. All right. So what is the obstacle in this energy, or working with this energy, is that we keep, and I'm like, dang, this girl scares me on this card. I won't lie. Her face scares the shiitake out of me. I mean, she's got some crazy looking eyes over there. Let's see. Let's do it like this. Sorry for the nausea. Or so look at her eyes. They're crazy. They are crazy. She looks like Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks. You know, in a pretty way, you know. But I'm looking at this card and I'm like, we are so focused. Our obstacle here is that we are so focused on the me, that we're not paying attention to things that are going on around us. And that's a big obstacle in our growth as humans, as people in society, that we are so focused on self that we're not paying attention to what's going on around us. And that is a huge obstacle. Now, what is our help? Our help, and I love this, is the influence card. And I'm going to tell you the message that came up to me when first I saw this card. And, you know, I'm a Carl Jung girl. The first message is the message. And the message I got here that I received is a little birdie told me in my ear. So what we're looking at here is that we've been kind of out in La La Land, paying attention to ourselves and ourselves only, living in our own little world, and now we're going to start getting those messages, and I'm getting like a little bird whispered in my ear. So things that are directed, that are provided and directed especially to you. All right, so that little bird whispers in your ear, hey, come here, I have something to share with you. Something to that effect. It's not going to be, you're not going to get a real big change in life from something that you're going to, hear on the news or whatever. In fact, that's kind of like what I'm going to call lip service. What is really important to you will be almost whispered in your ear. All right, so the final card through all of this, what is going to be the end result? The end result here, and I love it, is that we awaken, we get it together, and we start that focus in bringing energy and vibration and connecting in with others for improvement. So good things happening. We just have to get our head out of the clouds and open our eyes and start seeing things on a more connected or interwoven level. You know, the last couple of days we've probably been focused all about me. What do I want? What do I want? Where am I going? What am I doing? And we forget that there's other people, other indicators that are included in this path this week. So, do me a favor, love this video, subscribe, comment where you're watching from, and don't forget to share. Let other people hear the good news. So, peace, love, and harmony. I hope to see you very soon.